Hey there, this is the Orlando Squadcast. It is your one-stop shop for all the latest news, history, and updates from the City Beautiful.
Hey, checkers.
Ooh. Yeah. This city is so huge, so there's a lot going on.
So tips, secrets, happenings, anything that's new that's happening, you're going to be hearing it here first.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us as we explore the wonderful creatures, places, and purple things that make Orlando so wonderful.
You got to do that one over. You didn't even.
We're keeping going.
No, we didn't even say the name of the podcast.
It doesn't even matter.
They just saw that. They just heard the intro. There's a whole intro.
We'll flash a.
When it's like,
we should flash the script as to what the words
you know that
should
song?
be.
They just heard the song, and if they're watching the YouTube video, they watch us walking around. Yeah, they know what show this is.
Yeah, we don't need to explain it.
If you're a returning guest, thank you for listening. You guys probably know the intro. Did I say purple?
You did.
I said purple.
You said something about
you
creatures.
said creatures.
You said creatures. You
purple.
said something about purple.
Of the Orlando Lagoon.
Orlando Lagoon.
It's beautiful. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We have multiple hosts. I'm Mark. We have Jonathan Spiegel and Rob Stack.
Boom. That's how we take care of it.
Hey,
these
everybody.
days.
What's going on?
So here we are. How you guys been? How's everything going?
I missed you both.
I know.
Oh man, it's been going good.
Yeah.
The weather's been fantastic.
Yeah, we're in that we're in that pocket,
Oh.
right? I have my jacket on. We're in that pocket where
Yeah.
in the morning you're like, ooh, and then midday you're like, why did I wear a jacket and pants?
I'll tell you what, October is such a swing month when it comes to the temperature. Like some Octobers are deathly hot. It's still up in like the 90s and 100s sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But some Octobers, it really does cool down. And this just happens to be one of those Octobers where it's been relatively cool the whole month so far. So
Yeah, last week was lovely.
it was lovely.
There was this one time I was in Bill and Ted, and it was so freaking hot and wonky all season long. It was like drenching hot, and then we had a random hurricane. At the end
the
of
late
Halloween
season hurricane.
A
Oh,
late
yeah.
season hurricane. Y'all remember that? It was like 5 years ago or something.
Yes.
And then so they shut down Halloween Horror Nights for the last 2 nights of the official event. But then they brought us back in with an alternate cast and had us finish the last 2 nights on like November 4th and 5th or something like
that's
that.
the worst.
Wow.
Well,
It was
we're in
really
November
crazy.
now. Halloween Horror Nights is done now, right? Today's
Halloween
November 8th.
Horror Nights is now done.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
it
they do push it into November.
They do now.
And I mean, they're just getting that last dollar out.
Yeah.
Sure, they got to squeeze it
But
out.
I guess if you just like to go,
I did Rocky Horror, and I remember
yeah.
we had 3 days, like till November 2nd it went. And I was just like, this is so wild. Nobody wants to be here.
yeah, but you get
Yeah.
the locals that are like, well, I didn't go because it was too crowded, but
Yeah.
now I'll do a
I'll do
haunted
it.
house.
Yep, for sure.
Who cares?
Wait, so it's done now?
Yeah,
Halloween
it's
Horror
done.
Nights
it's
is over?
It's done now. It's like instant at all the parks. It's instant. Like now it's the holiday season.
I believe it started
wow.
in September. It was like September.
No, Halloween starts in August now. Remember we started in August.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. It was
August.
Yeah, we
August,
start the season
September.
Because Mickey's Not So Scary started like on my birthday. It was like mid-August.
Yep.
Get out of town. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about a little local yokel Christmas stuff coming up. So
Yeah.
hey,
Ooh.
I did some stuff. I did something pretty fun. You guys
Let's
wanna hear
talk about it.
You were pretty aware of it. Last month, I went on a cruise. I went on a cruise just with me and my wife. My lovely in-laws watched my kids, watched our kids for us for 4 days. We went on a Disney cruise, the
Nice,
Disney
dude.
Wish.
That's beautiful.
And you know what's so great about it is that
Huh.
we just drove over there. Like it wasn't a big to-do.
No, it
Where'd
takes an
you go
hour to
out
get
of?
over there.
Yeah,
Tampa?
Canaveral.
Canaveral.
Canaveral?
Yeah, so we decided we are going to take a adult-only trip.
Mhm.
And we had all these ideas. We're like, let's go to San Francisco. We got engaged there. We used to live in New York. We're like, maybe
Yeah.
we go to Texas. I don't know. Austin's really cool. We can go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then Sarah's like, well, what if a flight gets delayed? That's a whole day. We have 4 days.
Yeah.
Flight gets delayed or
2 days of traveling. It
Yeah.
literally is like 2 days of
Right.
traveling.
So she's like, let's do a cruise. I was
Yep.
like, oh, that's brilliant. So like
Yes.
living in Orlando, you can go to Tampa, you can go to Miami, you can go to Jacksonville,
Yep.
you can go all these ports. We went to Canaveral, but you
That's
just drive there for
crazy,
2
man.
hours. I
I
was
know.
there. We actually got off the boat. It's first of all, the cruise is awesome.
Yeah.
Like Disney cruise is the way to go.
They
if you're
do it
gonna
right.
do it. They do it right.
Rob, you been on a
Um,
Disney cruise?
I have been on a Disney cruise.
They're epic.
They're very nice.
They
I think that different cruise ships have different value propositions, and I do
Yeah.
like that about the different cruise ships.
Mhm.
I do want to experience more because I've done Norwegian, I've done Royal, and I've done Disney.
Mhm.
And I thought all 3 of them were really great, and
Mhm.
they all had different things to offer. I thought the Disney ship was beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought they do a really great job of like separating adult only areas and then the kid
That's
areas.
what they did. I didn't realize that because I've only done ships with kids. I used to work on ships. So as a singer, I was on Carnival and Norwegian, and then I've taken Royal Caribbean, but all as adults, no kids. So then I did Disney. But here, Sarah and I were like, every bar had like 20 specialty drinks specifically for that bar, and everything was a presentation. Like every time you order a new drink, like Sarah got this one that was like, it was a bird glass, and it had like a little nectar thing on it, and you put a straw in its butt, and you drank it, and it was like, so you didn't even see the straw, but it was like, how do you drink it? It was so spectacular. She like presented it, and then I got like some old fashioned, like smoke bubble with wood chips, and it was on fire. I was like, this is crazy.
Love it.
But I was like, we're on Disney ship, right? Like I thought
Yeah.
there should be like Mickey running around, but it was like,
Were you guys
so
over
adult.
in the corner, like at the two-seaters?
Yes,
like
we were
by
like shoulder to
yourselves?
shoulder, like
Yeah,
whispering
that was
to
you
each other.
guys. That's cool, man.
It was fun. So
Good.
I just love that we just, again, we didn't waste any time flying anywhere.
Cruising
Like,
is such a bizarre thing because you were like instantly transported into vacation. Like there's no like traveling. A lot of people who don't live in Florida, they have to do that. They have to fly here, then they have to like figure out how to get to there. They have to park.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of rigmarole doing cruising if you are from out of state. But we live
you're
right
local.
We are an hour away from Cape Canaveral.
It was
So
amazing. Like what was it was we left our house at like noon and got there at 1:30, and we were eating lunch at 2:30,
You were on vacation.
and we were like,
we
we were like,
you
they
were
were like,
working.
you want a drink? I was
Wow.
like, this is crazy.
You were working in the morning.
Yeah.
You were doing your thing.
We were in the
and
middle of
then-
the ocean that night.
And then in the afternoon, you were
Completely
completely
in the middle-
on vacation.
Wow.
One like unplugged,
I
and then
know.
on the opposite side,
Flip
we
side.
got back. They
Yeah.
kick you off early because
Yeah.
there's a new group coming on.
you're
We
back
got
to
off at
work.
7:30. We drove back. We got coffee. We were at our house at 9 a.m. and just started working.
The last day
did
of
that
a
happen?
cruise, seriously, the last day of a cruise is like the most depressing thing.
It's the worst. Even the night before, because they're like, "Give us your luggage tonight." You're like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Yeah,
I'm still on
We'll have it
vacation.
waiting for
They're
you.
like,
they're
no, you're not.
Give us
No,
your
it's
luggage.
over.
You're done. You guys are done.
Leave
And
it
they're like
outside.
everything closes. Like there's no food.
Yep.
The shows are like they close and they're like
and
flipping
no one's
off.
at the stands or restaurants.
Yeah.
There's
Nobody.
no one
And
there.
nobody's nice anymore. They're like, you've already tipped us. So
Yeah,
the,
like
the
it's
niceness
done.
is over.
It's done.
It's
All right, see
done.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. The next
Get
group's
off.
coming on tomorrow, and they're
Thank
more
you,
excited
everyone.
than you are. So anyway, that's what I did. I highly recommend going on a cruise.
Cool.
If you haven't yet.
Disney cruise.
Yeah. All right, you want to get in some local yokel?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's start with the O-Town Throwdown.
O-Town Throwdown.
O-Town Throwdown.
All right, so today's November 8th. So
Okay.
we're officially, the holiday season has started, no matter what you think or what you believe. All right. So
I believe it. I believe it. Rob?
I totally believe
Yeah,
it.
we believe.
I mean, we have Thanksgiving. A lot of people are like, I
We
don't want to do
believe.
any like Christmas or holiday stuff until after Thanksgiving, but
no, we believe.
no, let's hit it.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
believe.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yep.
Mhm.
Hey, Squadcast listeners. It's time for another installment of our local yokel spotlight. And this week we're gearing up for the happiest time of the year, Christmas at Magic Kingdom. Yep. Whether you're a Disney pro or a first timer looking to make magical holiday memories, we've got the scoop to make your visit enchanting. First on the list, and the only list, is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. You guys been to this?
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
never been to the Christmas
So mark
party.
your calendars
Many
for
a
select nights
times.
between November 9th, tomorrow it starts, and December 22nd. Okay. It's a ticketed event, but you'll get to savor sugar. You get free sugar cookies and hot cocoa throughout the whole park while enjoying unique holiday entertainment. Plus, with limited ticket sales, the wait times for rides are way shorter. So Tron, all that stuff, shorter because there's no fast passes.
Country
The lightning
Bears.
lanes.
And there's less
Country
people.
Bear Jamboree.
less
Country
people
Bear
in the
Jamboree.
parks,
Less people.
right?
Yep. If you're visiting Magic Kingdom during the week of Christmas, good news. You won't need a special ticket to enjoy the holiday. Themed activities like Mickey's Merriest Celebration and Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks. Daily delights for everyone. So it goes to December 22nd, but then after that, for the week of Christmas, it's just all day. So
Daily
but it is
operations, bro.
crazy crowded then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy crowded then.
Oh my god.
For those adventure seekers, don't miss the Jingle Cruise, a holiday twist on the iconic Jungle Cruise. Have you ever done that?
No.
It's pretty awesome. Available both during the Christmas party and regular park hours.
That's cute.
The ride
Jingle
is decked
Cruise.
out in holiday splendor, complete with festive puns. So the whole thing's changed.
What?
Yeah, it's all Christmas themed. And also, there's a rumor this year Space Mountain is getting a whole new ride enhancement for the holidays for Christmas time.
What do
So
you
I don't
mean
know what it
they're
is.
going to turn the lights on.
I don't know what they're going to do.
They're gonna
They're
put
turn
in
the lights
fake
on.
snow.
Ooh, that would be fun.
That would be cool. So it's like you're going through an asteroid field, like
That's
Right,
cool.
right. And last but not least, the Walt Disney World Railroad is back this year. If you want to take a break and enjoy a scenic ride around the park, hop aboard this classic. So Magic Kingdom fans, for exclusive parties to holiday-themed rides, Magic Kingdom is set to make your Christmas truly magical. How about that?
That's awesome.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know the train was gone.
They've
bet they'll-
refurbished it. For
I
I
bet
bet they'll
it took
decorate
like a
the
year.
tree, or not the tree, the train.
Yeah, but what's fascinating is I think it's already happened, but
Uh-huh.
like one day it's Halloween in Walt Disney World,
Yeah.
and literally the next day Christmas trees are up.
It's
I remember when I
incredible.
worked there walking in Animal Kingdom,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Well,
Switch.
you would see the tree. They would have it back out by the Finding Nemo stage. This
Yep.
was where we worked,
Yep.
and so they would
Mhm.
literally park it by the lake,
Yep.
and they would just wait, I guess, for that one day, and then
It's
it would
They
coming.
did it
go up
overnight. It was overnight.
I know, overnight they
It's-
put it up.
that's truly. I mean, we know how hard that is to do, but
Yeah.
it's magical.
That's got to be extra difficult at Animal Kingdom because they have bedtimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The animals have bedtimes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't do
Well,
stuff after
what I
sunset.
always thought was crazy was Hoop-Dee-Doo. Whenever they decorated the
Oh, it's
stage
like
for
overnight.
Hoop-Dee-Doo, and like it's not just like a wreath here,
No,
and
it's the whole
there's
hall.
garland
Yeah.
everywhere, and Christmas trees and wreaths,
Yeah.
and
The
No, I-
waitstaff sets that up, don't they?
I don't think so.
No, they don't. They're like they just serve and go home and make a lot of money. No, but I truly think like when we first moved here and we had we didn't work at Disney yet, and we had friends that he worked in a news at West 6 or whatever. He worked there, and he's like, I have 2 free tickets to this Christmas party at Magic Kingdom. We're like, oh, I don't even know. We had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
So we went, and we were like, this is. Because I always thought Florida with Christmas, I was like, I don't really see it. It's
Yeah.
hot there. I was from Missouri and New York. I was like, it's just going to be weird there.
Mhm.
And I was like, this is magical. Like,
Yeah.
the weather's perfect. It's like 56 degrees.
Mhm.
They're fake snowing it, so I still see that.
Mhm.
And I get free hot chocolate and cookies throughout the entire park.
Yeah.
Main
And not
Street
to
is
mention-
so iconic.
And yeah, not to mention Main Street and the castle, the way they light up
Oh,
the castle
dude.
for Christmas.
Yeah. I think a lot of people like that essence of holiday time with like snow and cold,
Yeah.
and that's good. But
You don't get it here very
the
often.
Magic Kingdom though is so cool. Disney does a really good job of being like,
Interesting,
you feel like it's the holidays, but you're not miserable and like with your nose frozen, your nose
Right.
hair's frozen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So whenever I was little, I came down here only whenever it was cold out up north in
Oh, yeah.
Illinois. So I associate Disney with Christmas right off the get-go.
Oh, really? See, we
Yeah,
always
for
came in
sure.
the summer. I never.
So yeah, it's interesting whenever you said that people associate it being chilly here as Floridians now.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, it's a little bit chillier. Now it feels like Christmas.
Yeah.
But back, it's like we have so many
It's a
people
tropical
coming.
paradise for
It's a
you.
tropical paradise from
Yeah.
everybody else up north.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, and they're
I
just
also
coming down
love that
here.
everybody feels like they have the brilliant idea of like gifting their kids Disney Christmas gifts
Yes.
to come down to Disney. They're
Yeah.
like nobody's going to be there, but like 90% of families do it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so
Record it.
great. Have you been have you been on like the 26th or 27th of December?
Yeah.
Well, so we were supposed to go.
Oh.
Michelle's family's coming down, and they wanted to go to Disney for that time. Like
do
on the 27th, I'm like, it's not going to be enjoyable. There's
Yeah.
so many people in the
Try
parks
and
at
pitch
that time.
other plans. You're
Yeah,
like,
you're
well,
like,
what if we
what
go?
about if we see a movie?
I think we're going to do SeaWorld.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think we're going to go left and do SeaWorld
Do it.
instead.
Yeah, definitely.
Because her nephew is still really young, but he really loves aquatic animal, marine life. So we're going to take him to SeaWorld to do
That's
that.
awesome.
I'm glad we talked him out because I remember working an event for New Year's for Disney one year, and getting home took 3 hours.
bet.
After midnight. The New Year had rung in. Everybody's going home, and it took us 3 hours. 192 was a parking lot.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It was madness.
That's
No way.
terrible.
It
That's
is
terrible.
terrible.
I worked there on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and all that stuff whenever the
Yep.
parade switches to daily operations. And I was lucky enough to also perform there on the castle stage on Christmas Day. That was probably
that's
the
fun.
largest audience I ever performed in front of.
I bet.
Mhm.
I think it maxed out at like 250,000 people there at the park
Crazy.
that day.
Crazy.
We went to capacity. That was before like all those new lands and stuff opened.
Right.
Yeah, so that was freaking awesome. But my brother came down and he was like, yo, dude, we want to go. We want to do the Disney thing, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, we're going on the 24th and the 25th. And I'm like, what? And like, you know, my wife, she was like, they're just going to not like it at all. They're just going to have a terrible time. I mean, granted,
Well,
yeah, I mean,
You can't
it
do
was
anything.
stressful. You can't do anything. It's shoulder to shoulder.
Like Small World's
They
a 3
went.
hour wait.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
And now you have to kind of reevaluate your Disney vacation because you have to plan for it ahead of time.
Sure, now
Big
you have the
time
lightning
nowadays.
lanes and all that
You
stuff,
can't just
too.
show up and go to the park like you could.
Nope.
So like, but they did it, and then I was like, Gord, I was like, how was it, man? He was like, it was great. Never doing it again for the rest of my life.
Did it once. That's good.
and that's
good
good.
enough for
But
me.
again, that's being locals though. We're like, see you guys next year.
Yeah.
Have a good time this week.
I'll be at your Airbnb.
Yeah, right. All right, that's the local yokel coming.
Great
It
one.
starts tomorrow.
Cool,
so
man.
yeah, Christmas starts tomorrow. The
Dude,
Magic Kingdom.
it's I don't know, but there's a billboard outside with rum chata on it, and it's really getting me in the holiday spirit.
Oh, I do love a rum chata.
Just
in
a
the
little
house.
chill
Yeah,
rum
we
chata.
should have worn our sweaters.
I know.
I have my jacket on. All right, let's go to Park
No,
Narc.
Park Narc.
It's the Park Narc.
All right. So most recently, this is kind of interesting news. Universal Orlando, Orlando just granted Universal Studios Orlando a special tax district grant.
What?
So they granted them special tax districts so they can now start getting tax breaks and stuff, like they just took away from Disney.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
So like,
Oh.
kind of a weird kind of thing. But now Universal Studios has special tax privileges and stuff in their new development area, which is going to be Epic Universe, as well as some more stay resorts, maybe, shorter term, that kind of thing. So that's the hottest news on the street in the theme park world. So if you got any news,
Disney
comment below.
Disney doesn't get the tax breaks anymore.
Currently, they do not get the tax breaks anymore. One of the main things that kind of came to light with them taking away some of the tax breaks is that the municipal parts, such as the fire department and the police department and security and stuff like that, third-party security, not security on Disney grounds, they took away their annual passes.
Oh,
so they used to
That's
be
just-
a part
that seems-
of the Disney family.
that seems personal.
I know.
Yeah.
So like that was like a big thing. They were like,
very
blah,
specific.
blah, blah. And then, but
like-
nobody knew that the first thing to go was going to be their freaking tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's already kind of what's been happening on that side of town. But then out of nowhere,
Universal Fire Department, they're set.
they're set, bro. They're going to build a
they
whole new
got
station.
Express passes.
2 tiers with a freaking pole.
A minion on site at all times.
Yeah, dude. That'll be the siren.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
isn't that
dramatic.
crazy?
That
So
is
that's
crazy.
the newest news in the theme park world is that
I want to look more of that up.
Universal
Yeah, that's
Orlando
so
got
crazy.
granted a special tax district, and
But I don't think
everything's
they
still in the
correlate
courts
with
and
each
everything
other,
with
but-
that. No, they don't correlate.
No, it's just
They don't correlate
weird
at all.
timing.
It was just such weird timing because, I mean, like, they're just going through so much crap over there. It's
Yeah.
all in litigation, so it'll take a while.
Sure.
But then out of nowhere, they're like, hey, Universal, do what you
They're
want.
like,
You want a toll road? It's
Granted.
yours.
Granted.
Granted. You're
They're just
funny.
huge Harry Potter fans.
huge,
Yeah.
huge for Harry Potter.
They're like, Star Wars is stupid.
Stick it to the mouse.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Ron Weasley for
Nobody
Prez.
cares.
Yeah, so Park Narc. If y'all got
All
any
right.
information, comment below.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
the
gonna
Park
look some more
Narc.
up.
That's great.
Give the-
All right, let's take it on over to Progress.
Yep.
Progress?
Take it on over to Progress.
All right. So this is something I think that's good for the city. Orlando takes a significant step to help honor the Pulse Nightclub shooting victims. The city has unanimously approved a $2 million deal to purchase the nightclub property. The deal includes the former nightclub building located at 1912 South Orange Avenue, which will be preserved as a permanent memorial. Now, while some officials considered using eminent domain to acquire the property due to high appraisal price, according to Mayor Buddy Dyer, this purchase is seen as a necessity for the community. Orlando plans to involve the public in memorial design discussions, ensuring transparency for the community and a place for reflection. This decision underscores the city's commitment to remember and honor the tragic events of that night. So I know
beautiful.
they've been trying to do it for a while, and they've been trying to acquire that property for a while, but they've been having issues with getting a deal together with the owners of the nightclub
Yo, Rob,
itself.
tell everybody what eminent domain is, bro.
Oh, so eminent domain
That's a
is-
real estate term.
It
right
is
off the
a real
get-go.
estate term where any municipal party can obtain ownership of a piece of land, or they can basically rezone your property and
Without
just
asking.
Without asking, yeah.
without asking and take it.
Because part of the county and
Yep,
part of
For
the
sure.
land.
I'm so happy that didn't happen.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's. I think. I mean, obviously, this is massive progress because
Yeah.
it was such a terrible event, and without it starts to fade away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It becomes more of a story as opposed to a memory. You know what I mean?
I mean, and it was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
It happened
was.
to.
So if you make it, it's different. But I mean, I lived in New York for a long time, so the World Trade, like once they made it a memorial where you can go respect, and like pay your respects,
And
it
that's-
becomes such a piece of the community, as opposed to like, oh, remember when that terrible thing happened?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
And that's what they want to give to the victims and the victims' family, a
I
place
think that's
to
beautiful, man.
to kind of reflect and heal and
well, it brought
remember
the
their
Orlando
loved ones.
community together a lot too. So it's like that scar that you're kind of like, remember,
Oh,
like
yeah.
this is what happened. And
Yeah.
we're,
The Orlando love, Love Strong. That's when everything got big with that, man. It was awesome. You mentioned the World Trade Memorial. That's also a huge, I think it's a great thing for the city in general, because it's a huge draw for people to come, have their moments, pay their respects, stand in silence and stuff. And then also as a beacon for other people around the world to come here as well and to pay their respects, because that was such a interesting, unique, horrific situation where, it was a very specific group of people that were targeted. So now other people can come and have that sort of communal tragedy, have that space where they can endure that together and fight through that and grow through that together. Yeah. So I think that's huge for just the city of Orlando, but also just the overall LGBT plus Q community. You know what I mean? It's just huge.
Yeah. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad that they're moving forward with the sale, and we're actually going to have a place
I'm
for
eager
people
to see
go.
what they're going to do with it, because especially if they're going to ask the community, I bet it's going to be super.
It's just been like fenced in. It's like a fenced in temporary memorial.
I know.
So
maybe an art installation or something, like, I don't know.
Well, discussions are going to be held. I do know that. And they're going to listen to the community and take ideas and suggestions on what to do with that. So if you do want to get involved, you can search it up. And I know they're going to be in talks for that. So let your voice be heard. I think that's a great thing for the city. And I'm excited for the community and having the opportunity to kind of heal and reflect on this, and
it's always just a part of our community.
And
this will be a
give the peace to some of the families and people affected.
That's good.
Like you said, it's always important that we keep learning from what we know.
Yeah,
it's not enough just to know what we know. Sometimes we have to revisit it and figure it out and grow from stuff again.
And how to not let it happen again.
And how to not let it happen again. Those 49, they'll always be remembered now. That's amazing, bro.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Good episode.
Good episode.
Yeah, great episode.
We talked about the holidays.
Holidays.
It's November. It's chilly outside.
I'm excited.
Thanksgiving's coming up. Next week we're gonna talk. I'm gonna have some Thanksgiving chat, some Thanksgiving tips.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, so make sure everybody tune in next week, you guys. It's coming. It's coming fast. See you guys later. Peace.
Bye.